Hello, I am Devika Fukan from Guwahati, Assam. It took around 7 years to get the proper diagnosis of my Sjogren syndrome. It was due to the lack of information and proper diagnosis regarding Sjogren syndrome in non-metro and remote areas. By organizing discussions by experts in local television channels and by publishing articles in vernacular newspapers, we can create awareness regarding Sjogren syndrome. I want to create awareness because I don't want people to suffer the way I have suffered.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pooja. I am a dentist from Ahmedabad. I was diagnosed with Sjogren syndrome 11 years back when I was in third year of my graduation. My life has been a roller coaster since then. I even decided to quit my studies, but my parents supported me a lot and somehow I finished my studies. But I could never open the clinic because my health challenges were quite severe. But I did not sit at home. I started working as a content writer with my husband because it is something that I love and enjoy. In past few years, I have learned that family support is everything and all you need to do is be positive. Learn to say no wherever you don't feel comfortable, know your limitations, take care of yourself, keep smiling.
Hello friends, I'm Purvi Doshi. I'm a co-founder of Sjogren's India. My friendship with Sjogren's has been since many years. I also have bipolar disorder. So I have phases where I have depressive phases and manic phases. But Sjogren's India has always insisted that we bring a family member along with us in all our meetings. Therefore, my family understands me and I have full family support. Mental health in Sjogren's patient is very important. If with better understanding of mental health will help us conquer Sjogren's disease. Thank you.
Namaste. I'm Jaya from Chennai, now currently residing in Muscat. I have been diagnosed with Sjogren syndrome for the past 17 years, so I started yoga to alleviate all my pains. It has given me a pleasure and increased my level of confidence. On the advice of my yoga teacher, I started to teach yoga. It helped me to meet people, those who are very weak, both physically as well as mentally, and gave me an opportunity to help them. In all my years of experience, I learned to take my disease as it is and live happily despite all my challenges.
I am Dr. Debashish Danda from CMC Vellore. First of all, I congratulate Mrs. Kirtida Oja for taking Sjogren's Patients Initiative forward in India. It has been a long journey since early 2000 that we have been struggling to create awareness about Sjogren syndrome amongst the rheumatologists. Sjogren syndrome affects almost 0.5% of the population globally. It has protean manifestations and hardly ever patients come to doctors volunteering of their symptoms of dry mouth or dry eyes. Rather, they present with indirect effects of dry mouth and dry eyes as well as various systemic complications like widespread aches and pains of fibromyalgia or non-deforming inflammatory polyarthritis, dyspareunia and various other systemic involvements affecting their lungs, heart and kidneys, as well as other organs, including complications in pregnancy. From the year 2000, we have gradually been able to convince the international community that Sjogrens in India presents with much younger age of onset, almost a decade earlier than the Western population. We also have shown that the Sjogren syndrome can be treated well if we diagnose as well as recognize its serious complications like systemic features of vasculitis, lymphoma, etc. But majority of the patients do not have serious complications and they can be treated very well with medications. Therefore, it's time to take forward the research arm of Sjogren syndrome. And in this, the patient's help is grossly lacking in our country. The first initiative should be creating further awareness about diagnostic awareness about Sjogren syndrome, not only amongst rheumatologists but also amongst general practitioners and physicians, as well as various patient groups and patients in general, because Sjogren's do not present with one simple clinical manifestations. The second objective should be creating database of Sjogren syndrome. In India, for most diseases, we do not have a database, unfortunately. So Sjogren's patient groups can help rheumatologists to create a national database of Sjogren syndrome. The research arm should also include the epidemiological aspects of Sjogren syndrome, looking at how it presents across the nation in different population, and we should compile all the data and present to the world. We are now part of the Sjogren's Big Data Group and we can contribute further by doing this kind of research. The second is doing research related to pathogenesis. No disease can be treated well if we do not understand the pathogenesis well. India has good infrastructure for molecular as well as other translational research, and we should be all involved in active research in Sjogren's related basic as well as translational research as well as clinical trials involving newer drugs, and therapeutics in Sjogren syndrome may have a bright future if we actively take part in clinical trials as well as various basic research. I wish all the success to this initiative, and I will be assuring all of you of my full cooperation and support. Thank you.